This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Jade Empire. In the last episode, we climbed the ranks and hit bronze level. Not at the cost of a poor woman's life, as well as the integrity of this arena. Pfft, like I care. It's all about the money and the prestige and the power. And so in this episode, we'll continue on and maybe even hit silver rank today. Let's see if anyone has anything new to say now that Kana is dead. Probably not.
How dare you stand before me? The others might overlook what you have done or believe that Kana died of natural causes, but I will not. She was poisoned as surely as I am blind, and no one would benefit as much as her opponent of the moment.
She should have known she was poisoned. You're wrong. Yeah, Kana wasn't poisoned. What's wrong with you? Enough preaching. I have questions. How far do you want to carry this accusation, blind one? I could threaten her. Yeah, why not? We've been doing that already. It's like, how far do you want to carry this accusation, blind one?
Why bother to voice an accusation in this place? Here I am a blind woman in the halls of the deaf. Kai Lan controls legions of dangerous men. I know better than to sully the name of his tournament. I want nothing more to do with you. Take yourself elsewhere.
I pissed off another person, but that's fine. That's par for the course.
Away from my table. These tools.
There you go. Now that makes sense. Yeah, game went a little ahead of itself last time for having her say that even before we officially confronted her about that.
Leave me be.
Let's see. Nope, nothing more than that. How about you, dude? How do you feel about things?
Looks like you're still walking.
Okay.
If you think defeating Kana impresses me, you're wrong. Now, poisoning her and watching her die painfully on the arena floor while you ride to an easy victory, that impresses me.
Oh, there you go. I knew I liked you. Well, not really, but I knew we had a common thing about this. I did no such thing. You best be careful when you accuse us of this thing. I'd be more concerned if I were you, soldier. You're next.
You think the kind of offer they made you appears every day? No, that was a black rainbow arching across your sky. A rare and wondrous thing. The serpent would never provide a poisoner to deal with me. I'm safe because I keep to my place and play the role Kai Lan needs me to play. Before you ask, I'm not inclined to talk about the serpent in the slightest. You'll meet him before long, I wager.
I mean, didn't we already meet him in the arena? I guess you mean just face-to-face in closed quarters, that type of thing.
Given half...
let's see. Probably
you
not.
You are going to lose... Now...
Yeah,
good.
Even though I won, but whatever. I'm just seeing if anyone had any new dialogue. It was nice to finally see someone finally defeat Crimson Kana. Soldier's been chuckling about it ever since. Wow, that's... well, I guess I should expect that from these people, but still. Alright, just the cold-heartedness of it all. Whoops, didn't mean to... You guys have anything to say?
You were mean.
Nope. How are you?
You're negative.
Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's the one thing I hate, don't like about pissing everyone off early is that you don't really get the little extra dialogue for having done that.
I'm sorry, but I really should keep to myself. The proprietor of this place can be so possessive.
Now I want to know if you actually like being possessed like that. I wonder if that's your kink.
What?
No, I guess nothing new from her. Okay, how about you?
It seems our little arrangement worked out extremely well. Be sure to keep quiet about it if you value your own reputation.
Yeah, not really. I mean, what do you do here? I guess it's gonna be the same answers as before, I assume.
If you want to
yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
No, you're a fighter. You can't bet on the matches. My role here at the...
Well, there you go. Anyway. Okay, nothing else from you. And I can't talk to the one the one person until I get silver rank. You have anything to say?
I'm not really in the mood for...
No. Or I guess you shouldn't be called Gentle Breezes anymore. How about the good judge there?
We already told you. Yeah, if he doesn't get...
Nope. Nothing for that. Okay, just curious. All right, back to the show. Back to more kung fu fighting.
The Bronze Division champion approaches. I hope you're ready for the challenge awaiting you in the Silver Division. Remember, Soldier's the champion at this level. He'll be watching you.
Dogs nipping at my heels aren't worthy of watching.
What do you need?
Yeah, I should be worthy of watching because I have a gun. Dude. No. I need to start doing different dialogue. Ever since I got Mirabelle, I saw that's my answer to everything, which, depending on who you talk to in real life, that might be the case with them. What can you tell me about the champion of my division?
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. He'll be watching you, so expect him to anticipate your style if you face him.
Anticipate your style? So he can anticipate gun? Well, I guess it's not hard to anticipate it. Now, to dodge it, that's a different matter. Okay, take me to my next fight.
Now that you are champion of the Bronze Division, the Silver Division awaits. It seems that, indirectly, this serpent has decided to keep your career interesting. A demon has been added to the regular roster since your earlier victory. And since you've shown aptitude, I'm letting you face him first. This is indeed an honor, though it will not be easy. Are you ready to defeat this horror?
Well, an honor to fight demons? Well, I guess if I defeat it or it can be hurt by gun. If not, I'm screwed!
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Remember to save often. Yeah, it's true. There have been a few times in these games where I forgot to save or something like that, and when I died or made a wrong decision, I had to reload back from quite a whiles away. That's why during these recordings, I record at least at the beginning, or at least at the end of every episode, or the beginning, or so that way. I mean, true, if I lose the episode, I'd have to play like a whole whatever time, but still, it's like easier than playing like 5 hours to get back to it off screen, doing it and whatever. So,
will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Hey, Shining Tusk, I killed one of your cousins. But anyway, let's just shoot him. Run though. Oh yeah, I haven't even shown off 1,000 cuts. I will eventually maybe when we fight some spirits or something like that. Dude. You know what? It's almost kind of funny. I feel like I'm using an elephant gun against an elephant. You know. Well, it is. Well, actually, would it be able to hurt an elephant? Well, arquebuses were strong, but I'm not sure because an elephant is pretty tough, mainly because of its skull. Same with bears. Not that I know much about elephant hunting. I know that, like in one of my other games I'm playing where people hunted whales to extinction, the people have almost done that to elephants for their ivory. That's why a lot of countries are banning ivory or making synthetic ivory, which I'm okay for. I don't really need real ivory. I don't mind a fake-looking one that looks close to it. Actually, I don't really need ivory at all. I'm just saying if I wanted to have it, I don't mind a synthetic one. Yeah, it's the thing about humans. We just like to keep taking and don't expect that maybe.
Another demon falls. We shall have to add a new division for you alone if this keeps up. Kylon the Serpent wishes to speak with you personally. This is a rare honor. Do try to be polite. You have already been granted access to the back room of the arena, and the Serpent's private chamber is just off of it. You may as well go now and see what he wants. Oh, and one other thing. The Serpent has requested that you visitate him alone. I know you usually have a friend with you, but they'll have to remain behind for this meeting.
I'm trying to remember. I think you have to take him out of your party to talk to him. I could be wrong, but we'll do that here in a second. So, all right. Well, it only took one battle for Kylon the Serpent to watch us. He's been watching us very intently. He just wants to watch our manly body just go through the motions of pulling that trigger over and over again. That's hot. No, okay. I assume no one else says anything about him wanting to talk to us.
Crimson, what do you...
Oh, sorry. He said with Crimson Con out of the way, my job's been a lot easier. I didn't know he was going to say that. That's why...
What do you...
Okay. Alright. Oh, we gained a level. That's right. Let me, let's see. Are we almost... Whoops. Are we almost maxed? Oh, we're almost at maxed out. Although I don't... I'm trying to remember if you actually, other than some of your abilities getting a little bit more powerful, I don't think there's actually like an Old Republic, there was a reason to have like max one or the other, but I don't remember if this one has one or not. I guess we'll find out for sure eventually, but alright, how do we want to level? God, mine is a bit behind, I'll admit. And body for the most part. Actually, what am I equipped gem-wise? Am I still equipped with that that one that gives you like -3 to... No? Okay. I don't even need the traps thing right now. Why am I equipped with that? It's probably one of those things where you don't really pay attention while you're let's see. Maybe it's because I was only like the really super good high one. Let's see. No, let's see. Just trying to find a really good Imperial Favor might be a good one to do. Let's see, because I don't have any really high stat ones yet. I could buy some, but I really don't see the point of it. You'll get some of that stuff eventually over the course of the game. Yeah, it sounds like... or the Spirit +4 if I want to have some more chi or key or whatever you want to... yeah, I don't really need the Intimidation or anything right now, so... Let's see, what was the other one? No, I guess we'll do that, okay. That's fine. I don't want to spend forever doing that anyway, so... What does it make our stats at? Okay. A lot more spirit, so... We'll do... Although, if we want to start shooting Mirabelle a lot more, I'm going to need a lot more mind. And I think I have plenty of... health, although I'm going to say nuts to that later, aren't I? But, yeah, we want to... I think we want to do... If I'm going to use Mirabelle a lot, I want to improve that. Let's see. Mirabelle... Do I want to go just max out her stat or damage? And then we'll... Although the... basically everything's good with that because then, you know, we've got your focus cost reduction, speed increase with how fast it goes like that, so... Yeah, might as well. I use her quite a bit anyway, so... let me go ahead and power up my physical attack a bit. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, anyway, let's talk to this guard and meet the Serpent himself.
We should have told you that Kailan will only see you alone. Are you ready to go in now?
Sorry, Black Whirlwind. You're going to have to stay outside and drink wine and harass the women there. So, you know, a typical Saturday for you, right?
I don't think you should go in there. The Serpent is no good for anybody. I'll be around if you need me.
It is vital that we talk a moment. You handled yourself well against the demonic servitor. It was a rewarding experience for us both, I'm sure. Take this as my thanks. You are a young man, but I know you have the wisdom to see that my friendship has advantages. You may find that certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the near future.
Logain, is that you? Actually, I don't know if it is the voice actor for Logain, but it does sound like Logain from Dragon Age Origins. And Dragon Age, or BioWare for the longest time, did use a lot of the same voice actors for a while until, like, not too long ago, until they got spit out by EA. But, sorry, I'm a little bruised by that, but that's why I'm playing these old games, remembering the good old days. Well, for some people they find these good, for others maybe not. But anyway, alright, well, I got a reward. See, if you're proposing a cheat or throw fights, I refuse. No, I'm not above that. I'm always interested in rewarding opponents or opportunities. I have no interest in working with you. What if I think I'm the one who should be directing the events around here? That sounds like my character. What if I think I'm the one who should be directing the events around here?
Then you live in an amusing fantasy. Do say hello to the fox spirits and the twin dragons of heaven for me, when you have them over for tea, that is. Right now is an interesting time for an organization known as the Guild. I've no doubt that Qui has told you about us, if you didn't already know. Our organization is involved in many different activities, most of which operate below the view of the authorities of this great empire.
Actually, I shouldn't really mess with this thing anyway, at least taking over, because I still gotta save my master and all this other mumbo jumbo, so this is just a side quest anyway. Bunch of criminals. Are you suggesting that I joined you?
I am suggesting that we align our goals for a time, an arrangement that could benefit us both. The guild, you see, has recently developed a vacancy in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been killed, and with his death, a new leader must be chosen. I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people to back me.
Well, you're gonna need to reward me a bit more, buddy, because I'm the one who killed him. No. Actually, I probably should say that. Well, you realize I am the one who eliminated Gao the Greater. You want to be a pirate backing slave trader with an arrogant dog of a son? That's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, you want to be a pirate backing slave trader with an arrogant dog of a son?
You knew him, yet you aren't associated with our organization. The logical conclusion is that you are his killer. If you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor. Consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassins a repayment for that debt in full. There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here and that he left the arena. But do you know why?
Yeah, it was pretty obvious that Black Whirlwind clearly was the fighter. And there's a pretty good... Okay, so Kylon was a former champion who stepped down, after he won. Cool. The Ravager is the current champion, which we haven't... maybe we've seen vestiges of him or something like that. And the Raging Ox is the one who just randomly left. So who do you think Black Whirlwind is? Well, I'm not going to say if they haven't said that yet, but it's a pretty good... you pretty much know. I mean, I don't think they were trying to hide it, but, honestly don't know. He won't tell me. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I don't really care. He's useful. That's all that's important. I expect the Louts killed someone he shouldn't have. That seems his style. We all have a past. I wouldn't hold it against him. I don't really care. He's useful. That's all that's important.
Useful, but dangerous. Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena? Public displays of rage and drunkenness, uttered threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges of defecating in public.
Well, it wouldn't be Black Whirlwind if that last one wasn't there. The fool's almost more trouble than he's... Yeah. I can accept him as he is. You gotta, Black Whirlwind's like one of those weird characters that's kind of lovable despite all the horrible things he does, I assume he's low path as well, but this game probably does a better job of not actually showing you what their actual alignment is or whatever, because then you can kind of guess from their playstyles. Like Sagacious Zoo's most likely low path, Black Whirlwind's probably low path, Dawnstar is high path, Sky's high path, that type of thing. The fool's almost more trouble than he's worth.
We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion. You could reach that point yourself, Indeed, that's a distinct possibility. To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I will work together closely.
Yeah, see, his brother came Raging Ox. What do you guys think? That Black Whirlwind was Raging Ox? That's dumb. That's a dumb twist. Why would you even think that? You thought I fell for that? No. No, seriously, though. But anyway, I want nothing to do with you, Serpent. Tell me your offer before I decide anything. Administrator, what are you proposing? Tell me your offer before I decide anything.
A wise position to take in any negotiation. I can respect that. You see... What is that noise?
Hey, you can't...
Damn you, serpent! I'll kill you where you stand!
No, you won't, Whirlwind. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again. Perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important.
By the way, if you don't have Black Whirlwind in your party, he pops up here anyway. The whole point of the you have to talk to him by yourself is so you remove your party member, and then Black Whirlwind comes in. So if you had like Sagacious Zoo or something like that, he would leave as well, and then Black Whirlwind would pop up. Because if you haven't already guessed, the arena scenario is Black Whirlwind's side quest. You know, if every character has like a side quest attain them, and usually in these types of games, well, this is Black Whirlwind's. Although I think in this game, not every character has a specific arc.
Look, you can't trust Kylon. I know he was probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Kylon the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off a serpent's tail.
I like how I just pull up my gun. Fighting against Lucky Joe the boss. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. Watch out with your bad self. Whoops. The only problem with this fight is sometimes Black Whirlwind will block off your if you're using Mirabelle anyway. Oh no, we beat him. I was so surprised. I don't know. It seems like he fought like a little bitch. I mean, everyone's little to you.
Good point. But he was particularly lucky. It's nice when they stick around longer so you can practice your moves. Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kylon's thugs, you know. Not at all.
Well, thus ends Lucky Chode. Died like he lived. Like a chode. No, what do you mean? That's not surprising. Fighting is all you do.
That's unfair. These axes don't sharpen themselves, you know. Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then my brother came to the city and decided he'd join the arena too. The arena was about the same as it is now. Kui and Kylon were there and Lucky Cho too, but he was just a runt back then.
Huh. Couldn't really see Lucky Cho as a runt for some weird reason, but everyone was young at one point. Surprising you have a brother as well. I'm surprised you didn't mention him at all before. I wonder why. Is your brother still fighting? More secrets, Whirlwind?
Some things are best kept a secret. And I tried to warn you. This is the last time, I promise. My brother became the arena champion. The Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. I should know. I'm the one who killed him.
Why am I not surprised you killed your own brother? After all the other stories, this really doesn't faze me at all. It's kind of funny how the why did you kill him is a neutral response to the character's face. You'd think he'd be a little bit more shocked. How can you discuss this so calmly? And were you jealous? Were you jealous of his success?
I wanted nothing from this place. He would have kept his title if it wasn't for Kylon. Raging Ox was one of Kylon's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kylon approached me first. And when I turned him down, he went to my brother instead. I'm sure you know all about that. What with the Kana thing and all. I knew what was happening as soon as I saw her sway, but that's another secret I'm keeping. When Ox joined up with Kylon, I stopped getting good matches. Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion, and doing a little work for the guild on the side.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised when you have him, and even when you have him on your team during the scenes at the arena. I mean, he has a few scenes where he talks about it, but I feel like maybe he should have talked to more You know, that's usually why I always choose that Black Whirlwind, just because it's apropos to the situation. But he isn't really required to be here till this part at this point. But what I'm one of those guys that always wants more character interactions with the main character, which is probably why if I ever made a game, it'd probably be long and drawn out with too much conversation. And people are like, can we get to the game, please? Well, you could tell I'm a book reader first. Not saying that's good storytelling. I'm just saying that's, you know, you want more of that. But anyway, so it's kind of funny how in this story, his brother was the one who kind of turned to the dark side, and Whirlwind kind of, you know, didn't want any of it. That's kind of weird. That must have made things awkward between you two. Why didn't you stop him? That must have made things awkward between you two.
He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kylon, he stopped talking to me. Soon Ox became Kylon's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena champion was a common thug. One night I followed Ox back to Kylon's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how dangerous Kylon was, convince him to leave. But Kylon was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Ox was dead, and my axe was covered in his blood.
So a bit of drunken rage, huh? We all know about that. Hey, the police haven't got anything on me. I don't know what you're talking about. So what happened then? So you just killed your brother? Nah, my character probably doesn't care that much. So what happened then?
Kylon just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned. After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank myself into a stupor that lasted for half a year.
Whoa, half a year? I'm surprised you have any brain cells left. Maybe that's why you're more of a brute than anything. I was like, you part of the brute squad? You are the brute squad. Kylon truly is a serpent. Don't get all weepy on me now. We should get going. Don't get all weepy on me now.
Sometimes these things have to come out or they'll kill you. Still, don't try to give me a hug, or I'll lop your head off. You do what you have to in the arena. Just don't fool yourself about working with a serpent. Lucky Cho's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kylon's face if you become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill him. Come on, let's go.
Well, since I don't have any choice now, I guess I will have to just kill him. Thanks, Black Whirlwind. Nah, let's slow that thing's down for a second. But yeah, whether you wanted to work with him or not, you basically Kylon now because of Black Whirlwind, you now have to fight your antagonist with him. So, yeah, that's fine. You need to, even low characters need to have a villain that's a villain, you know what they say about, like, evil fighting evil. Those are usually the more interesting evil stories. Like, usually a character going evil and then just killing all the good guys usually leaves a bad taste in the mouth for a lot of people. But at least with the evil character, like, that's why people like Dexter for a long time. You know, the whole serial killer who had mental psychoses about killing people, but since he was directed to kill other psychos or other killers, you know, he's not a good guy, but it's basically evil fighting evil, so people are more willing to go along with that, despite his, you know, tendency to want to kill, you know. I never watched that show, unfortunately. I just heard about it, so I wonder if anyone has anything new to say. Probably not, or at least not to me anyway.
Leave me.
Nope. How about you?
Looks. You just watch yourself. We will be sending you to see me if you keep that up, and I'll break you in two.
Okay. Alright, how about you?
Whoop. Nah.
Nope, nothing to do there. Alright. Can we actually go back in the office? Oh, I assume we can't go into his actual room now, right? Yep. The door is sturdy.
I'm sorry.
Nope. Okay, nothing there. Oh yeah, Cho's dead. Anything to say about this sweet poison?
What do you...
Sweet, sweet poison. Like sweet, sweet wine. Alright. Oh yeah, I guess these guys... You were mean to us. Alright, anyway. You have anything to say, Queen, now that Lucky Cho's body has been dumped on the floor there?
I want to hear the truth.
Oh, you just want to talk about the next fight. Well, that kind of just happened in the... Oh, can we... Now he's here, can we bring it up now that we know what's going on? Now let's find out.
More than I'd care to. I strongly suspect that Lucky Cho's disappearance was no coincidence. I wondered when things would come to a head. I was hoping Black Whirlwind would just stay away, but he won't, will he? Not while you're here.
Nope, he won't leave. Ever. No. Black Whirlwind says Raging Ox is actually dead. Do you believe that? Whirlwind claims his brother is dead. Have you been lying to me about it? Black Whirlwind says Raging Ox is actually dead. Do you believe that?
I wondered. It seemed too convenient that he'd one day just suddenly leave and never return, with only a letter to tell us he was going. I figured that if Raging Ox had been killed, only one person I could think of possessed the skills to do it. His brother. For his sake, I kept my peace. The last thing he needs is accusations of murder. He's already filled a dozen scrolls with records of public drunkenness, crimes against decency, and violence. Now, let's not speak of this again. If you must speak of it, talk to your friend directly.
Yeah, I never even thought about actually asking Black Whirlwind about some more details, despite him just telling us all these details.
When you walk the street...
But perhaps we will... I doubt he'll have anything really new to say, so... Well, with that out of the way, knowing that Black Whirlwind is a brother killer, I think that's fratricide is the term for that. Well, he's open to us a bit, but luckily we're manly men. We can't keep that for too long, chest bumping and blood and all that. So, with that out of the way, Kylon is now officially an enemy of us, which is fine. His smug face looked like it needed to be punched anyway. It's the same, and I believe it's the same guy who voices Low Game for Dragon Age Origins, so... another good reason to want to punch him. So, in the next episode of Jade Empire, we'll continue climbing the corporate ladder, the arena ladder, to get to our true prize, money and power. So, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.